As the adult population of Tennessee grows, the number of vulnerable seniors is rising, and many lower-income individuals who need a support are turning to group homes. But there aren't enough licensed group homes to actually meet all of the need or all the demand. Tonight, 6 on Your Side reporter Don Dare explains that new legislation hopes to fill the void with smaller licensed homes.
Well, Don, the legislation passed this year has created what is called elderly residential homes. The aim is to provide a licensed home, like a home in your neighborhood, where people who have lost the ability to live independently can live together with 1 or 2 more people. The advantage of those homes is to open the door to more individuals who need assistance and to reduce the number of homes that are unlicensed.
Well, I'm gonna miss y'all.
I'm gonna miss you.
Zana's place in Hamlin County was forced to close 3 years ago. We were there when 9 residents living at the group home were beginning to move out.
Did you get your drink of water, baby?
The state found Zana's place was too crowded. Originally, 13 residents were in 6 different rooms. The state fire marshal discovered fire safety and electrical code violations with no easy way of escaping the home for residents if there was an emergency.
Donna.
Yes, baby.
Zana's place had been unlicensed, yet it had been operating as a group home for several years. So how did it fly under the radar? First, it was a private home with no complaints until one was filed. Don Gully, a widower, had lived in the home since 2019.
Well, I didn't know what place to go.
He had no place to go to at the time. How about financially? You couldn't afford any other place?
No, couldn't afford anything.
There remains other unlicensed homes like this one in our area, but their numbers are dwindling due to increased enforcement.
And a lot of these group homes sprung up around the state of Tennessee, but they were not licensed. Some were good, some were not good. Many were closed. So that led to a discussion about how do we do this better.
Aaron Bradley, director of the Area Agency on Aging, believes the state has created a home run by creating the elderly residential home licensing process.
It will provide an opportunity for individuals in the community who own property to open up their home up to 3 unrelated individuals to provide room and board, basically, and limited support. We're talking about individuals who are basically independent, but for whatever reason cannot live alone any longer. They need a little support, they need a little supervision, they may need meals, and they may need a ride to the doctor occasionally, but not medical needs.
We're not talking about assisted living.
No, sir. We're not talking about nursing home. We're talking about folks who just need a little help, maybe need a little supervision, need a safe place to live and sleep.
The state is assured that the licensing process for elderly resident homes will not be cumbersome, although there will be a small licensing fee. Under the rules, there will also be site visits by state inspectors, and a monthly review will be required to see how things are going. The cost for the individual who will be receiving care, that's going to vary?
It'll be a negotiation between the homeowner, the provider, and the individual who will be moving in. And it will vary from community to community.
Lawmakers in Nashville are pleased because already some homes are opening. Now, the number of people in America who are age 65 and older is about 80 million, or 22% of the population, a big number. That's why the senior living industry is booming across America and is expected to grow even more over the next decade. But in Tennessee, at facilities that care for seniors, there is a staffing shortage because of rapid turnover, especially at places for low-income individuals. Long-term and short-term care for older adults is expensive. So the concept of elderly residential homes is to make living more affordable for those who qualify. If successful, these homes may ease the burden that many seniors face today. Don?
All right, thank you very much, Don. If you have a consumer question for Don, you can send him an email, ddare@wate.com. You see it right there on the screen. You can also give him a call at 865-633-6923.